And the PGSD is actually here to help either side, anybody, as it comes to issues. And it doesn't have to do with escalating. Our purpose is to do our best to help you not have to escalate anything all the way up to the GIA level. I just wanted to clarify that.
Hank Stephen Rowe, Deputy Director of the Global Intelligence Agency and his newly appointed Deputy Director of the PGSD, People's Government Services Department, unlawfully aided and abetted Kelly Asay in official capacity in support of the failed coup attempt, fraudulent narrative orchestrated by Gregory Brown and his accomplices, inclusive of May Wong, Felicia Logan, and Stuart Mitchell. The actions by Kelly Asay irrefutably obstructed an internal ethics investigation and is repugnant to his lawful authority to make decisions on behalf of assemblies, confirmed by the Director of the Global Intelligence Agency, Interim Head of State, and Global Guardian, Kimberly Ann Goggin. Public corruption by public servants poses a fundamental threat to government operations, public trust, public integrity, our national security, and our way of life. While occupying an important position of public trust, Kelly Asay, in bad faith, failed to answer any questions for clarity presented by Commissioner Taylor in response to his official notice of inquiry after 130 days, obstructing the business of the Georgia de Jure Assembly in favor of Gregory Brown, who is responsible for dividing the Assembly commencing on August 2nd, 2021. Public officials have a great responsibility to uphold the public's trust and make legal and ethical decisions that serve to benefit their communities. Notably, Kelly Asay indicated that the funding for the Georgia de Jure Assembly was on hold and that the vote to remove Gregory Brown was invalid until the completion of his official inquiry, undermining the vote of the people of Georgia and the Georgia de Jure Assembly. The willful and intentional obstruction of an internal ethics investigation into official conduct of Gregory Brown, who received 2 separate grievances submitted to the Office of the Commissioner of Ethics by officers of the Georgia de Jure Assembly, was aided and abetted by Kelly Asay, is fatal to any consideration of good faith. Kelly Asay, in concert with Gregory Brown via email, falsely accused Commissioner Taylor of taking over the Georgia de Jure Assembly in bad faith to support their failed coup d'etat narrative without any supporting documentation. Gregory Brown, in a public meeting, falsely claimed in bad faith that Commissioner Chastain, Secretary Activille, Investigator Nunez, Investigator Rodriguez, Commissioner Taylor, and his Deputy Chief of Staff abandoned their...
I have notified the Assembly that I will respond in email in due process within 30 days, period.
President, we need to present the facts to the public.
And based on the actions that this group took with leaving the Assembly and trying to form their own and start a new platform, well, they basically abandoned office and left voluntarily, and we accepted that and voted to accept that they abandoned their offices, and we kept business moving and onboarded new officers. The investigation and the recommendation from Kim, Tank, and Kelly was to keep moving. They abandoned their offices. So, to keep moving forward, and we won that battle.
Greg told me to reassure the public that because of their actions, we have to tell the public that they left us. Okay?
Mr. President, did you send Kelly Asay any documentation concerning this grievance?
Indeed, I did. Mr.
Thank you.
Asay, did I not reach out to you
Mr. President,
so that it is not was not?
The PGSD does not run the assemblies. They are here to assist you also with setting up your assembly. They're not here to solve your grievances. You need to do that yourselves, amongst yourselves. If there is a major grievance, that's who you call. The GIA doesn't ratify anything. The GIA does intelligence. Now remember too, Kelly is a resource for you, right? The whole PGSD team is a resource for you. So if you have questions, they can answer your questions, to the best of their ability. Last I had checked, none of the PGSD team has walked on water in the last few days, at least, verifiable. But they're just people, and they're just here to try to help you. They've been working in every single time zone, for a long time now, trying to help everyone. Their advice is their advice.